All right, so if you're anything like me, you've probably seen those sci-fi movies, where robots are they're everywhere, part of life.
Hmm?
But what if I told you that maybe we're actually getting pretty close to that? That it could become our everyday reality sooner than we think.
It feels that way sometimes.
Yeah, so today we're doing a deep dive into some really fascinating sources suggesting we're basically at an iPhone moment for robotics.
The iPhone moment, right?
Exactly. Think about how the iPhone, it wasn't just a new phone, right? It completely changed whole industries, our daily lives.
Fundamentally changed things.
Totally. So our mission today is to unpack these sources. We want to understand why this big transformation seems to be happening now and which companies are really leading the charge.
And the timing, that's the crucial piece here.
Right.
Why now? I mean, we've had robots for decades doing, specific repetitive things in factories.
Sure, assembly lines and such.
Exactly. But the modern AI models, they've hit a different level. Capabilities like understanding things in real time, complex reasoning, adapting to unpredictable situations, these aren't aspirational anymore.
Okay.
They're becoming sort of the baseline, table stakes for the leading systems.
So it's the AI that's the game changer.
Absolutely. These huge leaps in computer vision, understanding language, making decisions on the fly, things that, not long ago felt like that elusive AGI benchmark.
Right, artificial general intelligence.
Yeah, those capabilities are now directly letting robots actually perceive complex, messy, real-world places. They can understand the context of what they're doing and operate with a degree of autonomy that was just, well, frankly, unimaginable before. It's not just about a faster chip.
It's more fundamental.
It's about giving machines that cognitive flexibility to genuinely see, think, and act in ways that let you deploy them widely, even for something that sounds mundane like delivering dinner.
Right.
That's really the heart of this iPhone moment for robotics.
That phrase, cognitive flexibility, I think that really nails it. It's not just following program steps. It's reacting, adapting to the world around them. Okay, let's look at some real examples then. How does this play out?
Sure.
First up, let's talk about a company that isn't building, futuristic humanoids yet. They're actually putting autonomous robots to work right now on our streets and generating serious revenue doing it. Serve Robotics, they're focused on sidewalk delivery. So what's their current impact? How are they using this AI shift to build a practical business?
Serve is a great example of this. Practical, commercially viable robotics happening now. In Q1 2025, they really scaled things up, built over 250 new third-gen robots.
Okay, 250 new ones.
Yeah. And that directly translated into a 150% sequential jump in revenue. They hit $440,000 for just those 3 months.
Wow, that's real money from robot deliveries.
Exactly. It shows this isn't just a pilot program. They're proving out a business model for autonomous delivery today.
And their reach. How many people can actually use this?
Well, their service area now covers over 320,000 households. That's a 110% increase just since December 2024.
Huge jump.
And they've massively grown their business partnerships, too. Over 1,500 businesses now, which is up 50% quarter over quarter.
That expansion rate is pretty wild. But the thing that really caught my eye was the reliability number.
Yes.
A 99.8% delivery completion rate. For autonomous tech, especially early stage like this, that sounds almost unbelievable.
It is remarkable. 99.8% is critical. It tells you they've likely figured out most of the really hard, fundamental challenges of operating in these busy, unpredictable urban environments.
Right. Like navigating around people, bikes, weird obstacles.
Precisely. Their AI systems can consistently navigate those things, understand traffic signals, find the right delivery spot with very high precision, and importantly, it builds trust.
Yeah, businesses and customers need to know it'll actually arrive.
Exactly. But you're right to sense there's more to it. Serve isn't just planning to be a delivery company.
Sure.
They've formalized a whole new division focused on software and data platforms.
Okay, so pivoting beyond just the hardware, the robots themselves.
Exactly. And it's not just an idea. It's already paying off. They've signed deals with a top-tier European automaker and also an autonomous trucking company.
Interesting. So they're licensing their tech, their brain.
Sort of. It transforms Serve from just a hardware operator into potentially a broader data and software player. It hugely expands their addressable market, unlocks recurring revenue. It's a smart strategic move.
And what are they projecting revenue-wise with this bigger fleet and strategy?
Management thinks they can hit a substantial annualized revenue run rate, somewhere between $60 million and $80 million once their planned 2,000 robot fleet is fully rolled out.
2,000 robots. When do they expect that?
Sometime during 2026 is the anticipation. And they seem financially solid to get there. They had about $198 million in cash at the end of March 2025.
Okay, so they have the runway for that expansion.
Seems so. Plenty of resources to support the deployment and this strategic shift.
Okay, so SERV shows us the immediate payoff. Robots on streets, earning money now. Very tangible.
Right.
But like you said, every device needs an engine. A powerful one. And that brings us neatly to NVIDIA.
Ah, NVIDIA. The powerhouse behind so much of this.
Exactly. They're not making the robots, but they are providing the picks and shovels, as they said.
Foundational tech.
Yeah, the core computing power, the software infrastructure that makes all this AI-powered automation actually possible. And this, I think, is where it gets really interesting.
Oh, absolutely. NVIDIA's position in AI chips is just dominant. Market cap over $4 trillion now.
Staggering number.
And their financials reflect that. Q1 fiscal 2026, revenue of $44.1 billion. That's up 69% year over year.
Wow.
Mostly driven by their data center segment, which pulled in $39.1 billion of that.
So data centers are buying these chips like crazy. But how does that directly tie into robots walking down the street?
Great question. It ties in because the type of computing needed is exploding. CEO Jensen Huang pointed something out, a tenfold surge in AI inference token generation in just 1 year.
Okay, hold on. Tenfold surge. AI inference tokens. Break that down for us. What does that actually mean for, say, a delivery robot?
Right. So think of tokens as like the basic units of information and AI processes. Could be a word in a command you give it, could be interpreting pixels from its camera feed, could be predicting where a pedestrian is going to move next.
Got it. Little bits of data.
Exactly. And inference is the AI using its training to make a decision or prediction based on new data. It's the AI thinking in real time.
Ah, okay. So the amount of real-time thinking needed has gone up 10 times.
In just 1 year, yes. That's the signal. It means the scale at which AI is being asked to perceive, reason, and react, the very things a robot needs to navigate a sidewalk or interact with the world, has exploded.
Right.
And that requires massive, massive computing power. It's the engine driving that cognitive flexibility we talked about.
Yeah.
It allows the robot's brain to process all that complex input and respond appropriately.
Okay, that really paints a picture of the demand. So what specific hardware is NVIDIA making for robotics? Are they building specialized robot brains?
They absolutely are. They really cemented their play here with the Jetson Thor developer kits. Those became available in the first half of 2025.
Jetson Thor.
Yeah, and this isn't just another graphics card. It's a compact, powerful computer designed specifically for things like humanoid robots. It packs up to 2,000 teraflops of processing power.
2,000 teraflops? That sounds like a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
Think of it like giving a robot the real-time processing capability of, I don't know, hundreds of high-end gaming PCs, but squeezed into a small, energy-efficient package.
Wow. Essential for complex movement and quick decisions, I guess.
Absolutely. Split-second decisions, fluid movements. And this builds on what they were already doing, you know. They supply tech for Tesla's Optimus robot project.
Right.
And they were part of that big $675 million funding round for Figure AI, another humanoid robot company.
So they're investing strategically, too.
Deeply. Jetson Thor really signals NVIDIA's push to be the indispensable computing platform for this whole emerging robotics industry.
So it's not just the chip, the hardware. Is there more to it? Software, training tools.
Exactly. It's an entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
Beyond the hardware, their Isaac platform is huge.
Isaac, okay.
Isaac GR00T N1, and they just announced N1.5. These are pre-trained AI foundation models. They help developers give humanoids reasoning capabilities, teach them skills much faster.
So like a starting point for the robot's intelligence.
Neither, yeah. A powerful head start. And then there's Isaac Sim. This lets developers train and test their robots rigorously in virtual worlds before they even build a physical prototype or deploy it in the real world. Saves a ton of time and money, makes development safer.
Makes sense. Test it digitally first.
Right. And Jensen Huang, NVIDIA CEO, he's very clear about the vision. He talks about physical AI controlling things in the physical world as the world's next trillion-dollar industry.
A trillion-dollar industry?
Yeah, and he frames it as essential infrastructure. He notes that countries globally are starting to see AI this way.
Like roads or power grids, but for intelligence.
That seems to be the analogy, yeah. And NVIDIA is backing this up. Their Q2 fiscal 2026 revenue guidance is another $45 billion.
Yeah.
They're investing heavily in this robotics infrastructure. They're building a really strong competitive moat.
Okay, what an incredible deep dive. We've seen these two really different but complementary angles on this robotics revolution.
Yeah, very different approaches.
Yeah, you've got Serve Robotics showing the immediate, practical, boots on the ground or wheels on the sidewalk application, generating revenue today with autonomous delivery.
Here and now.
Exactly. And then you have NVIDIA providing that incredibly powerful foundational AI computing and software layer that's enabling not just Serve, but this whole wave, this whole industry to hit that transformative iPhone moment.
The enabler for everyone.
Right. So what does this all actually mean for you listening right now? Well, it means that those robots we used to just see in movies, they're rapidly becoming part of our actual lives.
It's happening.
It's influencing everything from, how you might get your dinner delivered to the fundamental infrastructure that powers our economy. It feels like a really basic shift in how we interact with technology is underway.
Which leads to a really interesting thought, maybe something for you to mull over.
Okay.
Given these huge leaps in AI and these strategic moves by companies towards physical AI, what kinds of completely new services or maybe even new types of infrastructure might pop up that we can't even really imagine yet?
Beyond delivery bots or helper robots.
Exactly. What happens when AI isn't just analyzing data, but actively shaping the physical world? How does that change the definition of essential infrastructure? If physical AI is core to logistics, maybe elder care, maybe even how we design and build cities.
Yeah.
What does that future look like?
That's a big question.
It is. Definitely worth keeping an eye on these developments because the future is unfolding really fast.